for staying with us. Victoria is now joining me. We're talking about sleep and maybe some things that are causing people not to be able to sleep. So what are some tips, Victoria?
I feel like in order to be the best that we can be each day, we need about 7 hours of sleep every night. But unfortunately, stress and other concerns on our mind are causing us to have an inadequate sleep. So for the viewers who have been miserable lately without restful sleep, here's some ideas for, to fix your sleep situation. The first thing is get regular exercise like everyone tells you to do, but not within 3 hours of bedtime. So the idea of getting, those online workouts that we all can use, do right now from home, they're great, but if they're within 3 hours of your bedtime, you're probably not going to get the most restful sleep because of what you're doing. So you want to skip those and do them a little bit earlier in the day if possible. And then, another thing is when we're talking about sleep, a lot of us just want a little cat nap, and cat nap sounds so great, but any naps longer than 20 minutes or after 3 p.m. are really going to, do a disservice to us. They're not going to help us when we actually want to go to bed later.
I know stress has probably been a lot, especially with COVID and things like that. So is that going to be affecting people's sleep too?
Yeah, it does influence your sleep a lot. And, a lot of times because we're working from home and we're spending a lot of more time connected to computers and phones, that blue light really is doing a lot. It tricks our body into thinking that, it's still daylight. So a lot of us, we do have to be on our phones and computers a lot in the evening, and I understand that. But there are apps both for Android and for the iPhone that'll reduce the blue light and make it like your phone thinks that you're not actually having blue light. So if you still have to do things on your phone in the evening and you want your body to still think that it's time for bed soon, you want to use one of those apps to make sure that your devices are tricked to thinking that it's not blue light.
Once I've already gotten to bed, is there anything I need to make sure I'm doing, whether sleeping positions, things like that?
Yeah, absolutely. So you want to minimize your bedroom temperature. It's always great to have it cool and dark in your bedroom. Noise, you don't want to have any of that. And so think about like the lights that you have. If you have an alarm clock, you want to make sure that your furniture arrangement is actually away from alarm clocks where you can like view it from your bed. It sounds strange, but the idea is to make sure that you don't wake in the middle of the night and just stare at that alarm clock. And then, if you actually think about it, when we were children, we had this bedtime routine with our parents that they made sure that we took a bath and we listened to some calming music and maybe we read a book before bedtime. Those are the things that actually, and while we're an adult, actually work out as well to make sure that we get a good restful night's sleep as well.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being there. Is anything else you want to add that we might have missed?
Yeah, sometimes we overlook it, but sometimes a new mattress can reduce our back pain and other stresses that we have. So think about your pillow and your mattress and your bedding. When was the last time you changed it? And you'll find that if you replace your mattress every 7 to 10 years, there's a chance that, you won't have a lot more sleepless nights that you've been having. That could be a quick fix for you also.
Well, thank you so much for being here. This is definitely going to help me.
That's always good. I hope it helps everybody watching.
Awesome. Well, we'll have more Trends and Friends coming up right after the break.